Sasha? Wake up. You can do this. I know you can. Open your eyes.
I can't believe it worked. Sasha? Is that you? Are you alright? How do you feel? Of course. You may have trouble speaking for a while. I've had to transfer your mind into a different body. It was our only shot at pulling you from the simulation safely. I know. Bet you have plenty of questions, and I'll tell you what I can, but first, let's get you out of here. Come on, we have to hurry.
I'm guessing I'm picking up where I left off. Welcome to Red Matter 2. How do we get out of here? Smooth move using the left stick. Okay. This is going to take a bit more coordination than I thought it would, but never mind. If I can tiptoe my way out. Hope I don't trip any alarms. Alright, where's the call button on this thing? Am I going up or down?
This is the Atlantic Union's lunar base. Oh, don't worry. The body you're in belongs to the officer keeping you in custody. You're practically invisible. Just act normal and you won't attract unwanted attention. I should probably introduce myself. I'm an undercover operative here at this base. You can just call me Beta. After the Strelka N3 incident, the Atlantic Union captured and subjected you to an experimental procedure. A neural simulation created to extract information from deep within your mind. One more day in there and we'd have lost you. Lucky for you, the Cosmo Bureau entrusted me to help you escape. Just follow my instructions and we'll get you out of here in no time.
Do instructions include a mirror? I'd like to know what I look like so I can... I mean, what if I'm going bald? If anybody jokes about that, I'd like to be able to return that joke appropriately. You know, I better Alright. As you may or may not have asked her to, look at this. I'm on the moon.
Okay, first things first, you gotta dress the part. You're gonna need a vac suit to make it to the ship docked just outside.
Got any on you? Well, I don't see any suits anywhere. Ah, wait a second. Here we go. If only I can master using both hands at once. This isn't quite how this was. Well, am I just going to be using claws again? I have an uneasy feeling that I will.
Well, how about that? Fits like a glove, huh? You can operate the grippers by squeezing the triggers to grab and manipulate objects. Use them to open the sliding doors in front of you.
Ah, yeah, here we go. Okay. Need something to breathe it. Need in space. The moon.
Perfect. I'm trying to open the airlock from here, but the power's out. You'll need a fuse to fix it. Search the workspace on the lower deck. The engineers always leave spares lying around.
Yeah, I suppose they don't leave them locked up, do they? Okay, question. Where's there a map of this place? At least the Strelka base had a few of those lying around. Well, as I was gonna say, I always wanted to go to the moon. I guess it's something any space traveler, space something or other wants to tick off their bucket list. And yeah, based on Earth up there, that does look like our moon as opposed to one of Saturn's. I forget how many moons Saturn actually has. I know it's like a lot. In fact, it's more than Jupiter. Wait a second, what's this here? It's name it the fuse with the. Okay, so okay, all I gotta do is reach out, press the trigger to lock on, and pull it towards me. What does that mean? Pull what towards me? Pull the trigger towards me. Wait a minute. How did I do that? Well, at least I got the fuse and I didn't have to hop over the fence either. Heck of a way to build an air like that. We're going for cool looking rather than efficient. I suppose that's one thing United States engineering does that that most other nations don't.
If I extend the bridge any farther, it's just going to draw their attention. Okay, this is a perfect chance for you to practice using your suit's built-in thrusters.
Boost myself with a jetpack till I run out of energy. That's up there. And then what? Steer during flight with the other controller. Okay, here we go. Oh boy.
Nice. Do the same to get to the next one. This time, you'll need to press the right stick to brake midair. This will increase your precision when landing.
Press the right stick to brake midair. Okay, no, other way. How do I boost myself again? Right stick, you said? No, no!
Good job. I'll open the storage unit.
I hope there isn't more of this. That wasn't a puzzle. That was just a test of how well you could jump.
You're probably still feeling a bit disoriented from the neural transfer. This might help jog your memory. All these items were recovered from Strelka N3 after the incident. They were used to recreate the simulation you were subjected to. Your suit features a built-in scanning tool. Press the face buttons on the left side to cycle between your different tools.
Okay,
You can get additional information about objects that you scan. Try it out. This'll help to refresh your memories and settle your mind.
Alright, so in case you got here without using the without going through the first game, it took place on not actually it was more like Titan. They said Rhea, but Titan. So yeah, here we go. Irina, a poster commemorating a beloved biologist. She loved the soil, and now the soil loves her. In return, farewell, comrade. We saw that on the bulletin board. Speaking of, I'm guessing this is her. Like, not as a photograph either. Let me see. I'm going to aim this. I am not going to aim this at the poster. I'm trying to get to that. Yeah, here it is. A syringe with some red residue. And this...
Irina Serova, Strelka N3's resident biologist. She was killed shortly before the incident took place. Irina and Stas were romantically involved.
Which I believe we covered in the first game. Yeah, she was the terraformer. Yeah, it's a flower pot, a faded flower, and blown out candles used as part of an improvised shrine. That was in her locker. Okay, I'm going to go around clockwise here. So whose was this? Caution sign, risk of biohazard exposure. There's another needle there, a test tube holder, likely to be used to perform tests involving the red matter, which they never did discuss in the first game. And this partial record of...
The red matter. Very little is known about this substance. It was the spark that triggered the Strelka N3 incident.
Okay, so that did really happen. It wasn't a simulation. Security surveillance monitor. I am not entirely sure whose stuff this is. Maybe it's Nikolai's. tell you why I suspect him if... Well, actually, in the first game, he's a really suspicious character, not because he's... Long-range transmission terminal, model VTT-5. Sign that was located at the entrance to Strelka. It reads Cosmo Base Strelka Facility. And here's the signature emblem of the Strelka class bases. The Atlantic Union founded after the incident. Alright. This is a bronze trophy inspired by old Volgravian nesting dolls. No further information available. And that thing way back there is the check-in board, the Volgravian check-in board. All crew members were required to sign in and out. This is a golden trophy with a shape reminiscent of a bohemian waxwing. It was awarded for visionary outside-the-box thinking. Oh, never mind, that's the board again. Those are rolled-up blueprints over there. This is a map. I'm just getting closer here. Of Cosmo Base Strelka N3. We visited all of these areas, yes, even the comms units. And yes, even though level -2 was quarantined, we were able to get in that. We couldn't get to the terraform... Well, actually, no. Could we get to the terraforming lab? Yes and no. Now, that was a fascinating trip, wasn't it? That's a sign. Dangerous cliff ahead. There were lots of those on Rhea, apparently, even though it was more like Titan. An operative surveillance camera. Come on. Silver trophy representing geometric shapes that symbolize the unknown. It was awarded for exceptional work in scientific research. And this is a
full Strelka N3 crew. You were a small but proficient team.
Yeah, and yet my own face is blacked out despite me knowing who I am now. I'd certainly like to know what I used to look like.
Rhea, Saturn's second largest moon. It was selected as the ideal home for Strelka N3.
And it has no atmosphere. Next. A virtual logic assistant drive unit, non-functional. Yeah, that thing... I couldn't help but wonder if there was somebody actually in it. Some intelligence, you know what I mean? It certainly looked that way. That's the projector used to give presentations to Cosmo-based personnel. Also used to administer loyalty tests. Security surveillance monitor, I think we saw one of them. Oh, and this thing, what is it?
A scale model of Strelka N3. Highly detailed. It was used to generate the simulation's physical environment.
Well, they seem to have left most of it out, frankly, because a lot of it was underground. This is just the top part. Alright, over here... Sasha Reese, quantum physics. My old spacesuit. Volgravian spacesuit belonging to Sasha Reese. Or is it Riss? I'm not really sure. And that thing says, whiteboard with a poster featuring the Quantum Lab Division logo. It was an effort led by Dr. Sasha Reese, so wait, there's more than one, that aimed to explore the experimental technology. The division's most promising project was the development of quantum teleportation. That thing over there, lower part of a laser beam assembly, Quantum Lab experimental device for wireless energy transfer. This over here, Atomic Awakening, a new look at the history and future of nuclear energy. Can I flip through this? No. Excerpt from a Volgravian scientific journal. And that's a picture of me and Stas.
You left behind some friends on Strelka N3. I know you and Stas were close.
Yeah. I wonder who won that match. And this thing?
Sasha Riss, your true identity. They led you to believe you were someone else in order to increase the simulation's chance of success.
But they didn't bother telling me who I actually was. They just called me Epsilon. Speaking of Stas, yeah, that's him. And this is a wooden handle hammer, wooden handle chisel, simple wrench, not the one he threatened Nikolai with. Waterproof blueprint tube. A simple toolbox, the only companion a true Volgravian worker could ever need. And that's Nikolai's TV set, but it won't tell you. And this is a dusty chessboard. Don't know how it can get dusty on on the moon with... okay, I'm going to stop harping on the fact that Rhea doesn't have all that much atmosphere. In fact, it barely has any. Anyway.
Stas Volkov, your closest friend back at Strelka N3. He was shot and gravely wounded. Then, after the incident, just nothing. No sign of him ever since. We fear the worst.
So he didn't actually die.
That sound. Weird. There shouldn't be anything still operational around here. Sasha, see if you can find out where it's coming from.
Well, I can only scan this thing. It's an incoming signal, but... There's no way to tell here, is there? What about that thing? Default control terminal used with various configurations on all Volgravian facilities. I wonder if...
A long-range transmission terminal. Looks like it's picking up an incoming signal. How is that even possible?
Oh, you just figured
Use
that out,
the right
did you?
gripper to detach the interface tool on the left side. Once detached, connect it to the terminal's access port.
Well, first I gotta find the darn thing. By which I mean the access port. You know, the moon's gravity isn't exactly quite this heavy. Okay, so let me just angle myself around here. Take this, unplug the connector from the left controller. There we go. Okay, and then plug this into here. Attempting system access. Retrieving external signal. Let me see, these up and down. Wait, no, here we go. Expand information, here we go. Now I'm decrypting the signal now. Signal analysis, type SOS, ID Stas Volkov.
It's him.
Sasha, you're talking.
Stas. It's Stas.
Stas Volkov, your teammate from N3, your friend? That's not possible. He was presumed dead.
He is not. It's a distress signal. His ID is encoded in the message.
That's great news. Okay, let's locate that signal.
Okay, pinpointing. Wishing I could use my own voice for this, but that's beside the point.
Tosca Station?
Tosca Station. We can reach it from here, but the clock is ticking. You have to hurry.
Wait, me? Shouldn't the Cosmo Bureau be handling this?
No, they'd never make it in time. You know him better than anyone else, so you're our best shot. I'm uploading the coordinates to the shuttle's navigation system. It'll be ready when you are.
Alright. Off to some other moon of Saturn, I guess we go. I wonder if they're gonna put this one on Titan. And make it look like Rhea. I don't know. Alright. No. Godspeed, Eagle One. How do you say Godspeed in Russian? I have no idea.
Alright, there's just some stuff I need to take care of before I get out of here. I'll contact you just as soon as you've entered orbit.
Understood, Beta. And thanks for getting me out of here.
Hey, just another day on the job, right? Safe travels, Sasha.
Flight plan loaded. Optimal route calculation completed. Initiating startup sequence.
You know, I just realized there's no word.
Parameters. Green. Systems. Nominal. All checks completed. Liftoff in 5,
Oh,
4,
crap. I gotta sit
3,
down. I
2,
can't.
1.
Yeah.
Ignition.
Oh, well, at least I'm not being squished to the ground pounds in multiple G's of gravity. My knees don't feel like they're buckling. Maybe it's the moon, maybe it's the rocket, maybe it's just my hallucinations as I actually am crushed by gravity. Well, maybe they just haven't really taken off for real yet. Okay, maybe I was squished. Alright, what do we got
Sasha?
here?
Do you read? I see you're approaching Tosca Station.
Looks that way. What can you tell me about the place?
It's a classified scientific research facility orbiting Saturn.
Okay, but why would Stas go there?
Well, according to his file, before being transferred to Strelka N3, Stas was first stationed at Tosca. It's where he and Irina both met. He supervised base operations and assisted with Project Lazarus.
Project Lazarus?
It was Irina's project. It's the main reason the place was built. I'd love to tell you more about it, but I'm not authorized to access that data. Don't worry about it. We'll find some answers soon enough.
Proximity alert. Approaching destination. Initiating deceleration sequence. Thrusters. Ready. Main drive. Ready. Inertial dampeners. Ready. All checks completed.
Here we go.
You nervous?
I've never done this before.
Don't worry. It's all automated. Just enjoy the ride.
Hailing docking beacon. Link established. Calculating approach vectors. Path verified. Initiating docking maneuver.
See? Told you it'd be a piece of cake.
You ever wonder why Saturn has so many moons? It's because this is one of them. One of the teeny little bits of floating rock that astronomers decided to
That's gotta
refer
be Stas'
to.
shuttle.
It is, yes. The ship is still broadcasting the distress signal.
Empty. Main power is out and systems are damaged beyond repair. This thing hasn't flown in a while.
Huh. That checks out with the transmission delay.
There was another point I brought up. In the original game, how is Control able to track me so fast when signals when Saturn and Earth are more than I'd say 72 light minutes away? Well, they talk about tape delay here, or at least their version of it. What's this say? I said, what's this say? Welcome to Tosca Station. Please press the button below to open the door. Yeah, I remember doing this. Come on, what was
The access
that?
terminal's working, but the entrance is locked. The doors won't open.
Could Stas have done this? There must be a way to unlock them.